Have you ever seen a movie with a super-skilled warrior who fights with honor and puts their duty above all else? That's the spirit of the samurai. Today, we're exploring Bushido, the way of the warrior in feudal Japan. It's not just about sword fights. It's a code of conduct about loyalty, respect, and even living a simple life. We'll learn how these brave samurai trained, what mattered most to them, and how their way of life continues to inspire people today. So, if you're curious about honor, courage, and the fascinating history of Japan, then hit that subscribe button and get ready for a journey into the world of the samurai. Bushido wasn't a rulebook handed down from on high. It emerged gradually during the Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333, alongside the rise of the samurai class. Imagine it as a constantly evolving set of guiding principles, heavily influenced by philosophies like Confucianism, which stressed social order and respect for authority, and Zen Buddhism, which emphasized mindfulness and living in the moment. By the Edo period, 1603–1868, Bushido became a more formalized code, shaping the samurai into the iconic warriors we know today. The 7 virtues of Bushido. While interpretations varied, some core values were central to Bushido, forming the foundation of the samurai spirit. These 7 virtues served as a guide for every samurai's actions. Loyalty. This was the cornerstone of Bushido. A samurai's absolute devotion to their lord, daimyo, was unquestionable. This loyalty extended beyond the battlefield, requiring unwavering support and obedience. Fealty could even supersede family ties, though respecting elders and superiors within the clan structure remained important. Courage. Bushido wasn't about recklessness. It demanded true courage, the bravery to face danger and hardship with composure and self-control. This meant being fearless in battle, but also having the courage to stand up for what's right, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Benevolence and compassion. A samurai wasn't just a ruthless warrior. Bushido emphasized jin, a sense of compassion and benevolence towards those they deemed worthy. This could include their fellow samurai, their lord's family, or even defeated enemies treated with respect. Respect. Bushido demanded respect for superiors, following a strict social hierarchy. Samurai treated their elders, teachers, and opponents with deference. This respect extended to the arts and etiquette, as many samurai were well-versed in poetry, calligraphy, and the tea ceremony. Makoto, honesty and sincerity. A samurai's word was their bond. Bushido stressed honesty and truthfulness in all dealings. Keeping promises and maintaining a reputation for integrity were paramount. Meiyo, honor. Maintaining an untarnished reputation was crucial. A samurai lived and died by their honor, which meant courage, honesty, and keeping their word. Shame was considered a fate worse than death, leading to the concept of seppuku, ritual suicide, to preserve honor in the face of disgrace. Seppuku involved a ritualistic disembowelment performed with a blade, seen as a way to cleanse oneself of dishonor and restore honor to their family or lord. Chugi, duty and loyalty. Beyond just loyalty to their lord, samurai were expected to fulfill their duties with utmost dedication. This encompassed not just military service, but also taking care of their domain and upholding the law. Bushido's legacy, an enduring spirit. While Bushido is often romanticized, it's important to remember it wasn't a perfect system. The emphasis on loyalty could lead to blind obedience, sometimes causing samurai to participate in acts they might not have agreed with personally. The treatment of women and lower classes wasn't always fair either. However, Bushido's legacy is undeniable. Even after the samurai class was abolished in the Meiji Restoration, 1868, the code's core values continued to influence Japanese society. The emphasis on hard work, discipline, and self-sacrifice are still admired today. The life of a samurai Bushido wasn't just a theoretical framework. It dictated every aspect of a samurai's life. Here's a glimpse into their world: Bushido and upbringing. From a young age, samurai boys were instilled with the values of Bushido. They received rigorous training in martial arts, swordsmanship, and archery. Etiquette and discipline were also emphasized, with lessons in calligraphy, poetry, and the tea ceremony. The Bushido lifestyle. A samurai's life was one of austerity and simplicity. Their homes were modest, reflecting the Zen Buddhist influence of living in the moment and not being attached to material possessions. They wore practical clothing, often adorned with their family crest, and valued frugality. Every action, from meals to leisure pursuits, was expected to embody the values of Bushido. The art of war. Bushido heavily influenced samurai warfare. It wasn't just about winning at all costs. Tactics were important, but so were honor and respect for the opponent. Samurai adhered to specific codes of conduct in battle, such as avoiding attacks on unarmed civilians or surrendering enemies. Bushido and seppuku. Seppuku, also known as harakiri, was a complex and controversial aspect of Bushido. It wasn't simply suicide. It was a ritualized act used to preserve honor in the face of disgrace or failure. Seppuku could be a punishment for serious offenses or a way to avoid a dishonorable death at the hands of enemies. The ceremony itself was highly ritualized, with specific procedures and etiquette followed. The end of the samurai legacy. While the samurai dominated battlefields for centuries, their era eventually came to an end. The arrival of firearms and new military strategies in the late 19th century rendered their traditional swordsmanship and armor obsolete. The rise of a modernized Japanese military marked the official end of the samurai class. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of the samurai, let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more explorations into history and culture.